Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. It's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sip slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Y'all out for nothing, we logging calm. Talk real life, not a circus charm. Every room got rules, this one's grown. Keep it cute to stay gun, this castle's known. Built on truth, no scripts, no flex. We peep, we speak, then leave it in text. Don't ask who said it, check the tone. The vibe is bossed up and we stand alone. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe and peace or get blocked on the spot. Pull up with class, leave with fat, drop comments, shop. Never fumble with caps, this ain't just chat. This here is zone where women talk heavy but keep it grown. We don't yell, we shift the space. The queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe and peace or get blocked on the spot. It's Levy, it's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sip slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Press play, come correct or don't. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Welcome to the castle, me love the castle, me love no chaos, just clean vibes, real chat and big truth. So if you're ready, subscribe. But if you're ready to ride, join the fam. Now take your seat, sip your tea, and walk wise in these YouTube streets.
Hey guys, welcome to the castle. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. Hey Dom, hey Rewind, React. He said, loving this song vibes. Oh, thank you so much. And welcome to the castle, honey. How are you? Yes, y'all, you seen the title? Let me tell you, I don't know who was on here earlier. I hope y'all can hear me and everything is good. So listen. Y'all know me and Fiesty got our little thing. Fiesty, when you hear this reaction right here, you might be mad at me. But it is what it is, because your girl been giving you so much grace on top of grace on top of grace. You know what I mean? And you just keep making me look crazy at this point. I'm like the only CC out here for real, that like just constantly giving this girl grace. And I'm like, I'm tired. So listen, today, Fiesty went live, right? And I know it's a lot of stuff going on with the whole miscarriage, if it's true or whatever is going on, okay? But long story short, when she went live today was her and Tragedy back at the pizza spot again, right? And I'm looking like, what is going on? I'm talking about her face looks swollen, like she said she was crying and she been going through a lot, right? And I'm looking like every time Fiesty is in ATL, she don't look happy at all. But when she was in Texas, she looked healthier and happier. You know what I mean? So anyway, the thing is, she was saying, oh, she had a miscarriage. Well, that was on the other live. But today, she was like, oh, I might have to go back to the hospital and this and that because where they poked her with the needle or IV or whatever, it's all bruised up and all of this stuff. So I'm sorry to hear all of that, right? The part that I was literally like in disbelief was somebody in the chat was saying to her like something about her kids. And from what we all know, every time we bring up her kids, it's like she's always triggered. Would y'all believe when I tell y'all that she literally looked at the chat, saw the comment, don't mention my kids, literally started punching her own phone? I'm like, that behavior is not normal. Fiesty, whatever is going on with you, that behavior is not normal. If somebody on YouTube, and I know the comments get triggering sometime, I know, but you let somebody in the chat control you that much to where you're about to break your own phone, that's an issue. So then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna come live because yeah, she started punching her own phone. Then she told Tragedy to basically get off live, and he was like waving, then he ended the live. So if you go over there, it's a really short live and it's right at the end. I'm like, Lord have mercy. But hey, Gregory. Hey, Nice for Wet. Hey, VMC63. Yes, I'm looking like VMC63 said triggered equals go home. So I'm looking like something is going on. When the kids are mentioned, she instantly like crash out. And I'm like, if the kids are such a touchy subject, it's time to do something about it. Like Feisty, for real, for real. This is not it. This is not it at all. And then even tonight, her mom is like, 1 minute they're cool, then they're not cool, then the mom is back in chats again, talking about her and all of this stuff. It's just a hot mess, okay? But what's up, Joy? So yeah, it's time to definitely start doing something about when it comes to the kids, because whatever is happening, I mean, to me, it kind of seemed, and call me crazy, it kind of seemed a little bit like because she's not in the other kid's life, maybe that's why she's like kind of like, without being mean, trying to replace them. Hence why the so many pregnancies or whatever equals, to miscarriages. Do y'all agree? Do it seem like she's trying to like replace them or something? I don't know. It's giving a little tease like that, like, oh, I can't have them in my life, so I just keep getting pregnant. Something is not right. And I mean, if you are definitely getting pregnant 5 times and all of this stuff back to back to back, that's not even healthy. That's not even good on your body. None of that stuff, okay? No, I'm being serious. If she is, in fact, getting pregnant all these times, but she's just not able to carry them, it's unfortunate. That's not funny or anything. You know what I mean? But imagine the toll that's taken on her body. Like, for real, for real. So you say it gives mental illness to me to be pregnant every month. Something is not right. Something is not right, VMC63. I've never heard anybody get pregnant like that, back to back to back. You must be fertile as hell if that's the case. Lord have mercy. So Joy said, I don't think she was pregnant. She just likes saying she is. You think so? Hmm. And maybe thinking that will make the man more interested because you say you're pregnant. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what's going on with Feisty. But Feisty girl, when you hear this, and it's so crazy to me, like, when somebody is positive to Feisty, like me, she never really see that stuff. It's just always negative, negative, negative. Anything that's negative, that's just always the people that she like, always calling them out or always saying whatever. So I'm like, what is up with you and negativity? I don't get it. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Everything that's negative that's said on her name, that's what she focused on, just the negative, negative, negative. And I'm looking like, we try to be positive. I'm talking about my chat used to be so ruthless when it come to Feisty, and everybody like kind of toned it down a little bit. But we're honestly trying to see, okay, if we be positive with Feisty, what is going to happen? Is there going to be a different outcome? And then the fact that like you're always running back to Marcus, that's a point that just baffles me. I understand when it comes to the money and oh, you need money and this and that, but what is up with them two? It's like they're inseparable. It's like it don't matter how far she goes, she just keep running back to him. And Tragedy is crazy because I mean, me personally, I'd be like, especially because they messed around before, that would never fly with me because I'd be like, wait a minute, why every time we're doing whatever we're doing is always running back to somebody you had SCX with? You know what I mean? Crazy. Oh, so you said Feisty was my girl. I was really rooting for her, but she just, I don't know. I'm losing faith. The little bit of faith I had, small, it's really, really small. I'm losing faith. Okay. And I know some people run around and say stuff like, oh, anybody that have believe in Feisty a little bit, you're crazy. And I'm like, no, I just wanted to be the one person, the oddball, that be like, yeah, I believe she could do it. And then if she in fact changed her life, then I could say, see, I believed in you when nobody else did. But now, girl, Feisty got me looking crazy out here. It's definitely getting out of hand. He gives me the creeps, yeah. And all that tragedy, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. How do he even think that this behavior is normal? And then it's like he always want to get mad and talking crazy, just loud with it. And I'm like, tragedy, the fact that your wife is still so cool and all in cahoots with somebody she slept with, that alone should have been a problem. Okay? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying, guys? Oh gosh. Hey Ralph. At least 4 times this year, Polo, tragedy, chaos, and back to tragedy. Did she blame it on the white boy too because he was in the hospital with them too? Lord have mercy. Yeah. What was his name again? B? I know everybody always called him the white boy. Yeah, his name was B. She has been preggers by all of them. Rewind, react. You be over there pulling out stuff. I'm looking like, damn, we talked about that before. But you go in depth with it. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Oh gosh. He said she used to be turbulence instead of encouragement. I don't know what's going on. He said someone in the chat told her you need to have that energy for your children, and she punched her phone. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, wow, that was sad. And I'm like, it's something. It's something. And I'm like, Feisty, you need to change whatever it is. And I mean, even okay, so when somebody on social media says something negative about your kids, of course you feel some type of way, right? But the chat don't even be saying nothing negative about the kids. They're literally like talking about her as a mother. So that's something totally different. And the way you crashed out today, that behavior is not normal. Hey, Golden. D Ruggs is up in here. Yeah, you say you love rewind content. Yeah. I just went over there yesterday and I'm enjoying myself already. So nice for what say Feisty needs to be strapped down in a padded room. I'm sick of her little bony. Oh Lord. She said with everybody. Crazy. And I mean her mom, her guys, can y'all take a second for the people that's up in here? Can y'all please take a second? Because we haven't been live in a couple of days, okay? And hit the like button. If you have a community tab, even if you got 1 subscriber, please share me out. The more shares, the more thumbs up, all of that stuff, let YouTube know, okay, what's going on over here. All right? Y'all know this is not a regular number. So I know the streets are busy, but help your girl out. All right? That's why it's not good to take breaks on here. For real, for real. Yep. But anyway, but what's going on, Golden? You said tragedy is okay with Polo, Chaos, Chosen, and Marcus. No, I don't think in reality he really liked Polo. I don't think he really liked Polo. He be having like some, you know, bad energy when Polo name is mentioned. Maybe because Polo got a home and all of that. I don't know. So Ralph say, but you have to be mentally ill to have 3 kids that you don't see or take care of, but yet you get pregnant again. Come on now. So check this out, right? You notice how every time we talk good about Feisty, she never addressed those lives. But watch the one time we say something negative, watch it be like, oh, Vibes, I'm mad at you. Knock it off. I mean, at this point, I don't even care about all that Feisty. Respectfully, I'm tired. I'm tired. I sit over here day in, like literally just trying to big you up. Girl, you could do this. Prove everybody wrong. You know what I mean? And I know you're not a bad person, but why? Why, like, why are you doing this? And I honestly feel like I can't even blame tragedy because you're your own person. But I'm fully aware that sometimes we could get with a dude and he has such a negative impact on you. You know what I mean? And in reality, I really think that tragedy is holding her back. I honestly feel that way. Because just a little minute that she was in Texas, even if it was 2 weeks, right? I'm talking about she was looking nice and clean, well rested, fun live streams, no drama. She was in a whole nother headspace. I'm talking about every time I was in her bushes, right? because I'm always there like 9 out of 10, but I just don't say nothing. So I silently support her, but I was seeing her saying, hey, chat, we're all positive today. No drama, this and that. And she was just on such a high positive note. As soon as she get back around tragedy, same thing. Her mom was actually in the chat when she was in Texas, right? Talking about fajitas and all of this stuff. And in the minute tragedy is back in the picture, now her mom is in chats talking about her. Mhm. Y'all know I'm nosy, right? I be everywhere. Yeah. I saw her mom in 2 chats this week talking about her, and I'm like, hold up, what happened? They was on such a good page. I actually gave commentary about it and say I was happy that her mom was at least being civil or cordial, you know? And we're right back at square one again. So Lord have mercy. But thank you guys for the gifts. I know I missed one up there. I openly support her, but she doesn't want it. Oh, you do too? Oh, okay. Okay. Came by food, but said it was a play. He can't eat without her. Right. She go to the hospital, he got to eat her food. Feisty is literally like, without, yeah, you're right, Joy. Because if it wasn't for her, a lot of time he probably wouldn't even have any money to eat. And that's a sad way to be. Hey, Drea, what's up? Mm-mm-mm. So Golden says she can't see her kids. The father, hold on, what you said? Let me try to get it. You said she can't see her kids. The father of the son won't allow her to come in and out the boy's life. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Because that's causing more trauma. He said there's a court order for the girl. She needs a monitor and her court appointment. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I did see those paperwork, actually. I did. Somebody had sent them to me. I don't even remember who now. I just never posted them or whatever. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to do nothing to like shame her or none of that. That was the least of my problem because I know that she's not ready to be around her kids. She's not. Until she get the help she needs, she's gonna be no good to her kids. And I'm just saying that, and I'm not even being mean. Nope. Just like Penelope, right? Remember when we was giving commentary about Penelope from Ghost Channel? Penelope was out there when what her husband said. They were still legally married. The husband said no. She can't see her kids. I don't even remember how many kids she had. But the point was, you're going to cause more trauma. Get yourself together, then you could see the kids, right? Because I guess he was scared of like, oh, what if she say, I'm going to call Sunday? Then the kids get all hyped up like, oh, mom going to call Sunday, right? And then she don't call, then the kid's going to be disappointed. Say, yeah, that's causing more trauma. And I think she was on, that hard stuff. So she's probably not even going to keep her promises or whatnot. Yeah, you said her mom was in another person chat saying that she is still lying about being pregnant. Yeah, I know, Ralph. And the mom said something that was so interesting, actually, talking about Feisty didn't have no trauma growing up. She's just lying. And I'm like, hold up. I thought it was something about, correct me if I'm wrong, right? Because how can she sit there and say Feisty didn't have no trauma growing up? Yes, the grandparents was probably nice. Yes, she went to church, singing, doing all of that stuff, right? Probably had a decent life, but the trauma stepped in when you was a president like that. I thought her mom came on here and said she went to the military or something, so she basically had to leave Feisty with the grandparents or whatnot. You don't see how that could cause trauma just by you not being present all the time? Let her tell it. Feisty had zero trauma in her childhood, and I'm like, I'm not buying that. So let me hurry up. Hey Sanchez, how you doing? Welcome to the castle. How are you? He said tragedy thinks he caught a star. Yeah, so it just is what it is, girl. You just gonna have to be mad at me, but this is not it. You said tragedy is an embarrassment and a PIMP. Lord. Hey, BMW Days, what's going on? He said D-Rug chilling like a villain. All right, I'm trying to see which one y'all talking to me. All right, so Rewind React say, let's put it on the stage. He said, that's why I hadn't done a rewind on her until now. I wanted to see her win. I did not want to draw attention to her foolishness because she mentioned her daughter be watching, but she's unstable. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part where you say your kids be watching all of that stuff, right? Feisty. All I'm saying is, and it's like, because tragedy, I mean, sometimes I really believe that Feisty do be want to sit there and think and like map stuff out what she want to do. But that's why I say he play a part in the whole negativity. Because just off the strength of her life instantly went from positive to negative the minute she was around him. Just her live streams alone. hmm Who could vouch for me? Who remember that when she was in Texas, every time she went live, she kept saying, "No drama, guys. We're on a positive note. I'm cooking this and that, right?" But then the minute now she's back around him, every live stream just start out some drama, some negativity. I can't, and I'm looking like, oh my gosh. He said, He said Penelope doing real good. She has her own channel. Oh wow. Really? Girl, I know I did see where she got clean, but I didn't realize she got her channel. Thanks, Drea. All right, let's see. Hey RC, what's going on? RC County, thank you, hon. Thank you. Without getting too much off topic, I'm loving the stuff you're doing over there. Yeah, I'm loving it that you're actually interviewing people, but you're not triggering them in the process. And on top of that, you are not asking no invasive question. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, okay? I'm tuned in. So yeah, Joy said, yeah, but she still didn't have her mom around. Right, Joy? So yeah, that definitely could cause trauma. You said her mom was a being. Okay. So rewind say, Feisty is one Marcus, hold on. Feisty in one Marcus video said she had a good life and came to Alabama on an adventure with Truth. The first video of her in the park interview. Oh, girl, you taking us way back in time. So BMW days say all Feisty do is lie, and that was her 7 miscarriages here. Lord have mercy, you definitely keeping up. And you know for real, right? When I say I've been giving this girl grace, y'all know what's my pet peeve, right? People lying. Look how the other day I literally sat there and I got so upset with Marcus for telling one lie on my channel, right? You know I literally bent backwards for Feisty, right? She told lie after lie after lie after lie. And I still was like, you know what? I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Feisty, you would have got cussed out 50 live streams ago. The amount of lies that you and I said, no, I'm not even gonna do it. And I'm still not even cussing you out now. I'm just simply saying this is not it. Whatever you got going on, that's not it. I mean, when it comes to Marcus, I keep saying that I don't like the fact that you keep just running back and you don't never put your feet down and demand, like what you want. But then now it's like it's just too much going on. And then today, right? I could be honest. I actually saw the video pop up about the he trying to get housing and whatever. It's just a hot mess. They're all over the place. Even when somebody's trying to help, they'll look like they're not even trying to get the help. So I don't even understand what's going on, okay? Is it a thing where they just want to be on the street? Help me out, because I'm confused. But hey, Drea, thanks, hon. Thank you. Girl, I'm trying to up and get caught up with y'all. You said Tragedy would say anything so he could keep writing Feisty coattail. So Golden said her mother never enlisted in the military. She was supposed to go, but she still left her daughter. Yeah, I knew it was something about training or something going on. I remember the story. Yeah. So you said she didn't enlist in the military, but she was supposed to go, but she still left her daughter. Yeah. I don't understand why does she think that did not affect Feisty. That is crazy. Yeah, definitely. She sat up there and said Feisty is lying. She had zero trauma. And I mean, no matter how good you think that your child life is, let me know if y'all agree with me with this part, right? Like, I could sit up there and think that I'm the best mother to my kids or whatever. And just off the strength of one day they might have asked for a freaking ice cream, but because they did something and I said, nope, we're not going out for ice cream tonight or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's just an example. That alone might cause trauma. You don't know what caused trauma to different people because people react to stuff different. Remember, I told y'all, and I still remember this as a grown person. Remember, I told y'all this is why I can't stand liars, right? It was something, I know I shared this story with y'all before, how I was acting up so bad. And then my mom kept saying, all right, now the fair is coming up, the state fair, right? The state is coming up. And if you don't act right, you're not going to the fair. Y'all, I thought I was Gucci. I thought everything was good. So the day came of the fair. And I would say that this is a trauma for me, even though I had a great childhood, right? But for this to still stick out all these years in my brain, obviously I felt some type of way that day, right? But long story short, I sat up there, got dressed, everything, because that's how my mom is. She don't whoop us or nothing, but she hit you where it hurt. You know what I mean? And you're gonna remember to act right next time. So anyway, I got dressed, cousins ready, everything. So they went to their mom, dad, my uncles and whatever, everybody getting their money. So then I went to my parents and I was like, oh, I'm ready to go. They talking about, oh, you look cute, all of that. Y'all, my mom said, where you think you going? I said, huh? I said, I'm going to the fair. She talk about, girl, you remember such and such day when you did this, whatever. I told you to keep it cute because the fair. Girl, long story short, I didn't get to go. And I literally had to sit there and see my cousins going to the fair. I really think that that's trauma to me. But that was my payback instead of getting a whooping because I didn't listen about whatever it was that she had told me to do. Okay. So let me know what y'all think. So, oh, Sanchez, you said I'm that kind. I'm that same kind of parent. So yeah, for me to remember it all these years, I'm like, shoot, that's probably. So I brought up that story to say how we could be the best parent ever, but one little thing that you didn't think caused trauma might have caused trauma. You know what I mean? When I say I was hot, y'all, I was upset. I sat there and I thought about it. I said, I might as well have got a whooping for whatever I had did, whatever day that was. You know what I mean? I missed the freaking state fair. I was pissed off. Oh, oh my God. You said my mama did that with the ET movie. Lord have mercy. Oh man. I could tell you're a fair and genuine person. Shout out to all of y'all for being here. And I'm sorry I didn't come like I would just I don't know guys. I was okay. I wasn't even busy for real for real. But every time I came on here, I'm like, it's the same old, same old, same old. I'm like, damn, do I even want to spark up a live? I'm talking about the past 2 nights. Do I even want to go live to talk about this anymore? It's just, but let me know when y'all want to go to the other people that's in the title, okay? Anyway, so let's try to go a little bit too. So now we don't talk about tragedy, feisty, and let's go to Polo a little bit. And I know we're all over the place, but y'all know how I do, right? We talk about everybody. So so Polo have definitely been doing good on his channel. And Brown Eye, he's so messy. He was sitting over there talking about oh, I know Polo is gonna pass all the CCs out here pretty much. He was saying all the CCs, right? And he had my name in the title. So I'm looking like, Lord have mercy, Brown Eye. And so what if all the, just say everybody numbers equal up to 50K subscribers, right? And what if Polo just wake up tomorrow and have 50K people? Why would I be mad about that? You are so petty. Like when I said I do this petty, he's so petty. And the funny part about it is he actually left his name out of the title. That was the gag. So I'm looking like, hold up, how you include all the other CCs, but you left your name out? Don't you go live and talk about Street Sector? So hold up, you should have your name in the title too, right? But the thing is, we all have our lane out here. I'm not a hater. I want Polo to get the 50K and above. You know what I mean? So no, it's never that. I guess he was trying to say, oh, Polo fresh on the scene, and within a week or two he got 6K. Oh, he's about to pass me. But I've been around, and I'm like, I'm completely fine with that. Why would I be hating again? Let me tell you how I look at life. Everybody that needs to be here is here. All 6K of y'all, okay? If I was supposed to have 10K, I would have had 10K. If I was supposed to have 4K, I would have had 4K. So why would I be mad again? Everything happened for a reason. Everybody have their own lane. We all can win. We all can eat. I'm not mad. I'm cool. That just show you the level your brain operate on. My brain think way wider than or larger than that brown eye. But anyway, I want to see Polo doing good. I want Polo to make so much money where Polo could furnish his whole. Oh, a matter of fact, speaking of that, right? The registry. I noticed that Polo posted his registry on his community tab. I didn't share it. And why I didn't share it is because it was always human nature to just share everything. But remember recently I told y'all I'm not gonna keep sharing no, I'm not doing that, okay? But anyway, he shared the registry, right? And so many people don't purchase stuff off of the registry within one day. hmm Within one day, so much stuff on his registry is gone because I literally clicked the link and checked, and I'm like, okay, so he doing good. I'm talking about majority of the stuff damn near bought already. I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, he have a lot of support. And listen, Polo don't seem stupid. The other ones that came out here and they was doing real well, right? They didn't realize the gold mine they were sitting on. I think Polo realized what's going on and he's just soaking it up, and I don't blame him, okay? I don't blame him at all. Pay attention. He's like constantly going live trying to get them watch hours. He's engaging with his audience. The other ones were just talking about Cash App, Cash App, Cash App. He's actually engaging. Then we getting to see another side of him. Today he went to church. And well, I'm not, let me take that back. I know I saw that he went to church. I'm just assuming that it was today. All right? Because I didn't even get to watch the video for real, for real. I know I clicked on it, noticed that he was inside the church, and I'm like, now, Polo, if you ever run across this, right? The video you did in the church today, that was the video that need to be sideways. All right, so you'll remember that next time. Yeah, so when you go live, it's vertical, just how you have it right now. I know everybody in the chat be talking about, oh, you need to have the tablet sideways. Don't listen to them. However you're going live right now, that's how you need to go live on the YouTube swipe, right, on vertical. But when you made that church video today, you were supposed to turn the tablet sideways. All right, and that will yeah, that's the right dimensions for YouTube, if that makes sense. But if you're making a short video or you're going live, then the tablet need to be straight up and down. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. So you said Polo is doing great. Yeah. And people are just loving on him. And you know what makes Polo so oh dang, you know what? Can Ahmad do me a favor? Hey, Rack, what's up? Can Ahmad please do me a favor, right? Go on my community tab because I actually forgot. And I have a poll. The question is, and I didn't post much, so it's real easy. The question, the poll was, who is more entertaining? Is it Polo or Fiesty? And so far, Polo was winning that poll by a long shot. I think it was like 80% of the people was like, Polo is more entertaining. I think both of them are entertaining in their own rights. You know what I mean? And I'm like, maybe I could have tweaked it and I should have put maybe Fiesty, Polo, or both are equally entertaining. You know what I mean? Because I think both of them have their but see the chat saying Polo. The chat saying Polo. I know, let me tell you, if anybody ever hung out with a Libra before, you kind of know. I just know Polo is a Libra. I can't even remember when his birthday is, but he definitely give Libra energy that he could fit in any crowd. He just vibe out by himself. You know what I mean? I don't even remember. Do y'all remember when his birthday is? But I've always said he appears to be like, he give Libra energy, or I don't know. I'm not really big on horoscope, but you get what I'm saying, guys? Do anybody up in here remember when his birthday is? Let me know. But yeah, I'm proud of Polo. He's over there doing his thing, and I'm talking about at the rate he's going, he'll get him a nice change, okay? A nice change if he keep it up. But yeah, that's definitely true that we make more money from videos instead of going live. For real, when you see a CC go live, it's because we honestly just want to chit chat with y'all. For real. If you want to keep it real, yeah, we make more money from videos. I just want to chill and have fun on my channel, right? Hence why I have more live streams, right? But in reality, if you're really thinking about YouTube is your job and this how you pay your bills, yeah, video is the way to go and less live streams. But I be wanting to engage with y'all in real time. So that's why I come live. So you say he's a Libra? Yeah, he definitely give that energy. You said that's why I do long form content. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you said, please forgive me, Miss Spelling. I'm talking. Oh, I didn't even see what you said. It's okay. Thank you. So if you're up in here, you didn't see. Thanks, Rack. I see it. I don't know who was dropping, but I see Rack. Oh, Sanchez, you said you're a Libra? Oh, but yeah, y'all. I'm telling you, but Polo is definitely, yeah. So what I told y'all. So did y'all catch the part? Did he end up getting his furniture on Saturday? That's the part I don't know because I couldn't be on here like that for real. So I kind of missed that. If Polo, because remember he was saying he was getting a king size bed and I want to say a couch, and they was coming Saturday. So I don't know if he ended up getting his stuff on Saturday, but I know he did say that the AC wasn't fixed yet. He had some, I think. What's that? A Scorpio? Oh, he did Sanchez. Oh, okay, thank you. And I see that T Trainer is his mod. He definitely chose somebody good. Lucky. That's why I know Polo ain't no fool, okay? Because so far I only see Polo with one moderator, and that's how you want it to be for real, for real. If you want to be honest, you don't want a lot of mods. You know what I mean? But I know in reality you kind of need somebody else because why I say that is like T Trainer not going to be available all the time and not necessarily to block nobody because it could just be the wild wild west, right? But just off the straight up to like say hit the thumbs up, which people just been automatically doing it on their own for real. And even if it's not to say hit the thumbs up, all of that, but just to like, if somebody say what's his IG or drop his cash app or something like that, but she's not gonna be there all the time, real life. So he'll probably have to but pay attention. He didn't come on here handing out his wrenches like Candy did he. I told you Polo ain't crazy, right? Polo is not crazy. Everybody else, they instantly made all these moderators and then they end up making troll moderators and all of this crazy crap. But I don't know. Maybe somebody told Polo don't do that, okay? Because I think Polo will need to stop drinking if he ever want a really good life. Yeah, that's true. And I know he did say something the other day talking about if he got in a relationship and he was really, really happy. He really think he could change. And I believe him. I believe him because um even when he was with Fiesty, right? Remember he had got down to where he was only drinking one beer a day, and that was a plus, you know. Even though it's like it's not good to be like using your partner as a crutch per se, but yeah, it was a step in the positive direction, and he was down to one beer. Hey, Champagne. Hey, girl. He took the key back. Uh huh. Oh my gosh. Yep, he definitely took that key back. Yeah, but let's see what's gonna happen. At least now it's a good thing seeing him, when he come on live. For the most part, me personally, Every time I see him come alive, he have on different clothes. So that's a good thing, you know, staying kind of fresh lately. And that's the comment right there. Yeah. So that's why I was sitting there saying, like, you know, don't be using your partner like for a crutch. Yeah. You got to want it for yourself. Wait, let me go back and see what D Rug said. A matter of fact, I'm going to get my other device. That way I can really see y'all. Hey, Bishop. What's going on? Bishop, I saw you in that thing tonight. Yeah, I was in the bushes. I was nosy. See, I ain't gotta lie and talk about I don't watch people. I be everywhere. How the hell would I be able to now am I gonna lie and say I sit there on everybody live the whole time? I can't. I do the recap. Okay, so of course I can't sit there for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever, but yeah, at least 5 minutes. I'ma be there. But I definitely clicked on Bishop when it was you and that dude, and I'm like, Lord have mercy, not this old storyline coming up again. And as soon as I clicked on, I definitely caught a lie. Timothy was never my moderator. Let's go ahead and clear that up, okay? Timothy was never a moderator in the castle. So, and we're gonna move right on. You say I'm done with YouTube? He looks happy, and I'm happy for him and his progress. Yeah, Joy, I'm happy for him too. Yeah, no, without getting off subject, I'm gonna just say this. Timothy came up on my panel saying he was the castle security, okay? And I just let him roll with it because who needs a security? We're on an app for crying out loud. But anyway, he said he was the security. Okay, you're the security in your head. But anyway, long story short, now you're hearing that he was my moderator. Y'all know I don't play around with my wrenches, right? Y'all know that. So come on now. Come on. Come on. You could just, without even being crazy, you could kind of look at people and tell would they even qualify to be my moderator. We just gonna put it and leave it at that, okay? You gotta have some wit about yourself, you know, sharp with it, all of that stuff to even be my moderator. And we just gonna move on. So you said Tim. All right, so let me see what y'all saying about Polo. But mm, I don't know. But let me drop this link and I'm gonna pin it because I didn't do that earlier. I got a lot going on. I can't even stay with y'all long like I normally do. He said, all right, let me pin this link. Give me a second. Uh-oh. Guys, if you're just coming up here, can you please hit the like button for us? It'll be appreciated. Thank you. I don't know why I can't pin my own link. Every time I'm trying to pin the link, it's going to the darn link. But who else we need to talk about now, y'all? Oh, Tony and Ileana. We didn't talk about them yet. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you. Castle residents, did y'all see that post earlier? Because listen, I made a post and I broke it down and I was trying to tell y'all what was happening in real time. So anyway, Tony and Ileana, you know, they have been going live on top of live on top of live, right? And listen, I'm happy for them too. They're growing too. I mean, people are in support of them. They also have an Walmart's registry. So I didn't share theirs either. So it's over there on their community tab, right? And Ileana also looked like she chose a good mod too, because when she put her Amazon registry on the community tab, it wasn't a clickable link. So the mod, whoever the mod is, no shade to the lady or whatever. I'm just saying, um, yeah, she caught that quick thinking. That's what you need a mod for. So, and she was able to actually get the link and put it in the comment section. So that was nice. You say, hit it before I cross the door. I got to edit some videos, but love your chat. I'll be back again. Good night, everyone. Hey, have a good night, Rewind React. And shout out to our Casa resident because she recently subscribed to us, y'all, and this is her first time here. So, yeah. And y'all made her feel welcome. See, she said she'll be back. So, have a good night, hon, and take care. So, you say, who, Bishop? I was threatened as well. They deleted the live, but I have the link. Wait, tonight? Okay, let me calm down because now I don't even know what's going on in the chat. I'm just missing comments everywhere. All right, let me see. So, BQ, and we talk about Blueface bringing that 3-day-old baby in the streets. You want to know? You want to know something, Joy? I don't even really watch celebrities like that for real. I know I was scrolling either on IG or YouTube, and I did see where Blueface and whatever the hell the girl name is. You know, it was like an article that popped up say they had a baby. But I'm not even subscribed to them, girl. I'll be missing out. You said, that this man threatened my mama's life on YouTube. I need to become a ghost to handle this case. Oh, okay. Oh, I was wondering where you were, Bishop, actually. Because I sat there and I looked and I said, hold up. I didn't see nothing from him in a couple of days. And I did go check and I noticed, I said, I think it said it was like 2 days or something. Mm-hmm. So then I was sitting there, I pay attention, and then because I do the recap, I gotta be everywhere. You understand? So if I don't see somebody in a couple of days, of course I'm gonna be like, okay, I haven't seen this person. Like it's noticeable, if that makes sense. So you said, please tell me about Tony and Ileana. But I'm sorry that happened. You said somebody threatened your mom's life. Yeah, that's going too far. All right, so I think I'm caught up with y'all in the chat. All right, let's see. All right. What you say? What you say about Crips? You say it's everywhere. I don't subscribe to them either, but it's madness. Oh, I love Blueface. Oh, I get it now. Oh, the Blue. He rescheduled the interview, shake my head, car trouble. Wait, now I'm lost. Who rescheduled an interview? Shake my head, car trouble. Maybe y'all still talking about Blueface? You said the police stay messing with. All right, so let's talk about Ileana and Tone, right? So yeah, they have their registry on their community tab. People definitely been supporting them. I know they got a TV so far. ATL Flippers was the people that was supposed to be bringing their couch. I didn't even see. I missed that live when the couch came or whatever. But I know Ileana said they was on their way. Now I just love me some Baby Divine. Okay, I just look at Baby Divine and I'm like, I cannot believe that we literally saw Ileana pregnant. And it would just feel like a little internet nephew at this point, for real. And I know you're like, okay, VQ, that's too much. But no, when you're on the internet and you see the babies and all of this stuff, it's like you just get so used to them. And remember now, we actually had a whole virtual baby shower for Baby Divine. Okay, we did. So yes, at this point, that's our little internet nephew. So I remember that day. Actually, I was in the chat. I was dropping the link for the registry and all of this stuff. So y'all remember. But anyway, so they're doing good on their channel now. Let me tell you. So today, whatever the amount was that they needed, I think it was 150 or something like that. I know when I got to the live earlier, they was at $62, right? I told y'all I pay attention, right? So they had it pinned where it say total to get for the car repairs, they needed 62 with the cash app, whatever. So then I'm just in the bushes listening and I heard her say, oh, thank you to such and such. I don't even know why she's calling out the people name because some people don't like to be acknowledged, you know what I mean? But yeah, then you end up saying people real name and stuff. But anyway, she sat up there and said, oh, thank you. So now we at $32. So then I'm like, okay, common sense, 62. The lady must have sent 30, right? So then the next Cash App, she ended up saying, oh, thank you for the Cash App, and called out somebody else's name. At this point, she didn't even bother to say, well, she don't have to. That's not what I'm saying. She don't have to. But why I brought it up is to say, okay, after that Cash App, you didn't announce how much it was. Put two and two together. Obviously, you had to meet the $32, right? Because after that Cash App, she ended up like, I don't know if it was her or Tone. I think it was Tone. Because you know when you see the comment pop up in the chat and it be yellow or black or whatever, it's actually Tone on his phone or whatever, right? But anyway, I noticed that the pin comment went from saying that she needed the $62 and didn't even say, neither one of them said, hey guys, we met the goal. Thank y'all or whatever. Nothing. No thank you, no nothing. But so obviously, guys, let me know. Wouldn't you just assume that, okay, if they remove the total that they need, obviously they met their goal. Now it was just the Cash App pinned by itself. But why you can't just say, you know what, guys, I really, really appreciate y'all so much. Whether you put $1 or you didn't put $1, the point here is you came on the internet and the internet helped you, right? What was it going to take in real time to say, I appreciate y'all? And then the gag is, that boy T, so this didn't happen today, but we didn't come live yesterday. So let me tell you what happened yesterday. That boy T, that be in our chat, actually was in the live and was telling Tone that he got a job for him. He literally dropped the whole address and everything of his business and whatever. He said, I got you. I would even make sure you get the Marta bus card for the whole month. He was saying it's a little spot, I guess, by the job. The whole information, everything he needs. Basically, you have the job, and he's going to make sure you have the ride on the bus, the pass, right, for at least a whole month. And it's in a warehouse. And I want to say somebody in the chat say that boy T told him it was $39 an hour or something. But I don't quote me on the $39 part. Somebody in the chat said that, but I didn't see T said that, right? So anyway, Tone saw the comment and instantly sat there and said he's not going to be able to do it because he has seizures. It's hot and it's in a warehouse and he has seizures. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So you mean to tell me when you're downtown walking with the headphones on Peachtree, just listening to your music, walking on the sidewalk, it's not hot then? I listen, somebody in the chat was saying it was $39 an hour. I'm like, baby, I would have been like, hey, when do I sign up? You know what This joker sat there and said, so that's why I said, don't quote me on the money part. But guys, even if it was $20 an hour, you need to take your butt down there. Monday morning, you need to be like, hey, that boy T, how do I get the bus card so I could come see you Monday? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, why none of these dudes don't want to work? Some say I would leave walking the day before to get, listen, I'm quite sure if he came on here and said, hey, y'all, in order for me to get the bus pass from T, I got to be able to go to the job location, right? And when I get to his office, he'll help me to get the bus card or whatever to at least come back home. Can y'all help me with an Uber? I guarantee you, he would have got that Uber money at least to take the Uber to the place in the morning. You get it? That's what I'm saying too, Drea. So you see how he's not even thinking, right? He keep using this whole seizure thing like, oh, I can't work because of the seizure. But you got to be careful because that's like the flip of a coin, a double-edged sword or whatever. So now you're not supposed to be driving either. It's this dude that I used to work with back in the day. I think it was my first job after I left high school. That boy had seizures so bad. He had seizures so bad. I remember we was at work one day and I actually went to the position where he was so I know it's a serious thing. You know what I mean? But he didn't even ask T, hey, is the warehouse air conditioned? or am I gonna be outside? You know what I mean? At least get. He just instantly summed it up to the warehouse is gonna be hot and he can't do it. I'm like, Lordy, Lordy. I just had to move my headset. I hope y'all can still hear me. But yeah, he just instantly something. Now, let me know if I'm wrong. Isn't there some warehouses where it's air conditioned? I would just assume like Amazon and all of that is like climate controlled, warehouse. Why did he just assume that it's just going to be hot? That's the part that's beyond me. Yeah, so it seemed like it's just a pattern, like they just don't want to work. You probably having withdrawal. Yeah, I don't get it. And then Ileana, she's just like so, I want to say gullible, but I don't even want to be mean. But yeah, gullible. She just, I mean, he could just say whatever and she just go with it. You want to say submissive? Oh, she's definitely submissive because she don't even put up a fight at all and just be like, no, you're tripping. You need to at least try it. And then today, as soon as y'all, I don't have to make none of this stuff up, okay? If you go to their live stream on their channel, if you're a Casa resident, look on the membership tab, right? And you'll see the link. Go straight to it. Now, I don't know how long, I don't know how long they were live before I got there, but all I know was once they got to the point where they removed the Cash App link and that they needed $62 or whatever, basically right after they got the money, not even 5 minutes after, y'all, he started crashing out, cussing the people out in the chat. I'm like, hold up, pause. I thought you supposed to be telling the people thank you. Y'all, he started cussing the people out in the chat. And I'm like, we cannot make this stuff up. These are the people that just help you. Is anybody in here saw that? Anybody? You say you can't work at Amazon with a criminal record. Oh, okay. Well, dang. I never even thought about that, Drea. You said AC or not, $39. I know. Yeah, I mean, it's a dude on here. Yeah, it's a dude on here. He actually live in Detroit, actually. And he work at Amazon. And I would just assume it's in a whole nother sector, but I would just assume he kind of looked like the type that will have a little thing back in the day, like a little something criminal, you know what I mean? So I don't know. And he work at Amazon and say they make good money. So I guess I didn't even think of that. But child, Tony is tripping. He was literally cussing them people out. I'm like, we cannot make this up. We just cannot. He said, this isn't different. Oh, so you know what, guys? Let me tell you. Then I'm going to go to Golden's comment. Let me tell you this before I forget. But it's also crazy how they still don't get it. You know why I say they still don't get it? Because remember, these two was like technically canceled on ASI. Remember that, right? Who remember when she got out of jail? When Ileana got out of jail? No thank you, no nothing. She ghosted Marcus, all of that stuff. I've been hot with that girl from that day. Literally. Yes, I felt some type of way. That was so ungrateful. I think that's the most ungrateful thing I could literally say. Somebody bound you out of jail? And then when he was supposed to pick her up from jail, basically Tone had went and got her. Who remember that? Yeah. And then I did feel some type of way about him. I'm like, no, wait, you're very ungrateful, right? And then to see that the whole channel, the subscribers were really upset with them. So in reality, they were kind of canceled. I just knew that Ileana and Tone couldn't even pop back up on the scene and ask for help, and people actually do it, okay? But let me tell y'all, they pop back up, and people are so forgiving. And I'm looking like, hold on, so people could lie to y'all. They could be ungrateful, not to y'all in my chat, to them. People could lie to them. People could just treat them any kind of way. And they literally say, "Oh, I'm so upset with them," but these same people come back. Ileana done did it. Tone done did it. Feisty, the whole Mink Mink crew, and they're so forgiving. But little old me sit on the internet and do one thing, and I'm talking about I get chastised for it 2 years every day nonstop. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, guys? So how they get to make all these mistakes and people just, okay, baby, bring it in with open arms and just help them again like nothing happened. We cannot make this up. Oh, you think, hey, Jupiter, you say it's the babies? Girl, it got to be something because I'm looking like, but hold up, Jupiter, I got kids. I got two little kids. Nobody give me grace, though. Nobody. They're like, oh, she's supposed to be perfect, you know? Lordy, Lordy. You said Marcus' fault. He forgive these people. Oh, matter of fact, let me go back up because you had a comment up here. You had a comment up here. I wanted to read. You said he forgives these people, and most of us just follow behind and conveniently forget. Oh, I didn't forget. I instantly thought about it when I saw them coming back. And I'm like, they're back? And I'm like, wow, people are very forgiving. Okay, so here it is. You said this isn't the first. I know it was a paragraph, but I need to read what you said. You said this isn't their first time cussing out the supporters. Right. I still have an old screenshot of Ileana cussing people out in Marcus's comment section after they sent her money. Yes, I remember that. I remember that, Golden. So BMW, they say people need to stop giving them stuff, and then he have to get a job. He feel like he don't have to work because people give them everything that, yeah. And I'm talking about they better appreciate it before it runs out. Okay. Those people were literally sending baby, you know that Johnson, the one that smelled like a baby, the lotion, that like two things like I think it was a lotion, two body wash with the shampoo and everything for the boys, washcloths, diapers, wipes, and even baby Divine is still in pull-ups. And I'm like, it's time to get him up out them pull-ups, okay? He is talking way too good to be in pull-ups. You could tell that baby Divine would have been potty trained already if he probably just had a mom that was a little bit more experienced. But overall, and that's not no shade to Ileana, right? Because he's talking really, really good. So then I did notice a plus with Ileana that she's actually one of the moms that was sitting there talking about, you want us to read? So she definitely got a plus from me when she was saying, so just the fact that she's mentioned talking about reading to her boys, she definitely got a thumbs up from me with that. And I noticed that her overall, when it come to her, she seemed like she changed a little bit. I'm not gonna say she don't have her ways or whatever, but looking at her now since she have this new baby, she kind of look like she matured a little bit. I try to look for the best in people, right? And I noticed that she be sitting there trying to clean up, trying to do this. But one thing I would suggest if they ever run across this video is to like stop wearing them nasty shoes all over the house. Because I think today she was saying, I think the baby not feeling well. One of the kids wasn't feeling well today. And I'm like, because they're all on the floor, especially even if you go wear it all over the house, that's your house. But especially how baby Divine be on the floor, crawling around, all his toys, all of this stuff. You don't need to wear no shoes in his room. You know what I mean? But the baby, they're all on the floor crawling, and they have the perfect floor. That way you don't have to worry about them ruining no carpet. They have like the perfect floor. But the thing is, they just be in and out, and the shoes are so nasty, and then both of the boys are on the floor. So yeah, you see how they could get sick, right? But anyway, yeah, she seemed very calm now. So girl, speaking of calm, let me finish my thought, but do not let me forget to tell y'all how she was talking about the fight with her and Fiesty. Remember when they was in the motel room? Oh my gosh, I guess this why they be saying I'm messy, cause I'm like, Lord have mercy, I be all over the place telling y'all about all kind of tea. Okay, but listen, don't let me forget to tell y'all about the fight. Y'all remember that when they was in the motel room when everybody was at the motel? Okay, but let me see the comments real quick. Oh God, so you said Tone causes a lot of her rage. She's so, oh, you say he is so sneaky and plays mind games. It doesn't help because she has mental health issues. Yeah, so today, Golden, she was sitting there saying about her different personalities and how her first adopted mom, she called her Ileana. Then it was two other names. And then she said her first mom, or her first adopted mom, when she was in you know, foster care, that mom actually was saying she know when the personalities switch. And then she said something about, oh, she she heard Eva Marcus brought it up recently and said, oh, is that your other personality, when she started talking like in a deep voice or whatever. And I'm like, so yeah, she was saying today that she's basically, I think, bipolar, schizophrenia, psychosis, different personalities. And then she was actually talking about, okay, so let's move to the incident at the motel now, right? So, okay, remember what I just said about the different personalities? So today on live, she was saying, oh, one day back when they was in the motel, Feisty was supposed to give her the cash money. And I'm still talking about Ileana. Feisty was supposed to give her the cash money, and Ileana was gonna swipe her Cash App card for whatever Feisty was trying to buy, because Feisty didn't have a card, right? So basically, remember that video, or it was on live or whatever? I think it was live. That's when Marcus was going live, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, late night, those late night lives. Anyway, remember it was an incident where Marcus was like, oh, what happened with the money? And then Ileana was like, oh, I could show you my transactions, da da da, whatever. So Ileana said today that basically Feisty didn't send her the money. It was something about the money. So Feisty didn't send her no money, right? So anyway, y'all, that's what they got in the fight for. So I was so gagged and clutching my pearls when I realized that Tone was in the room. Tone was in the room, y'all. Can y'all believe this? Ileana say Feisty came to the room drunk, talking about whatever. So then when they got in the whole incident about the money, here it is. They got in a fight. She literally pulled out the whole middle part, like a big old patch of Feisty's hair. She said her hair, so I'm just assuming maybe it was one of the wigs back then, because that's when Feisty was wearing the wigs real heavy, right? Or maybe it was her real hair. I don't know. But anyway, then she said, oh, when they were really getting it in, and I think she had done switched personalities by then, and they were really fighting. Tone was in the room, y'all. But listen, Tragedy, Ileana said Tragedy was literally like choking her out from behind. You gotta go to her live from today. Like I said, okay? Everything I mentioned, go to her live and you'll see it for yourself. Tragedy was choking her out. All of this stuff, she had like literally, marks around her neck, all of this stuff the next morning. And Tone, basically, it sounded to me, because the chat even had to ask her, okay, so why Tone allowed Tragedy to do that to you, like choke you out? And she said, oh, he had jumped in it, whatever. But the way I took it from the energy Ileana was giving was, he was in that room and he really didn't do nothing for real, for real. And I'm like, no way. No freaking way. You see, I definitely believe her. Yeah. And you could tell from how she was telling the story, I believe her. I believe her. She said, and she said, when my personality switch is because I be really trying to stay calm. I used to take Adderall as a kid, right? But when somebody be in my face, yelling and screaming, it's like she just snap, like go from 0 to 100, like within 10 seconds. And I'm like, I completely get it. I completely get it. When you start hollering and screaming in my face, I will spaz out on you. All right? Literally, like, don't do that. Were you all in my face where we literally feeling you? I'm feeling your breath on my face. Oh, nah, we're not doing that. So I completely understood when she was like, So yeah. So I'm like, nah, what kind of man, Tony, if you hear this, shame on you. You really, so you were supposed to handle tragedy. The way Ileana explained it, and the chat had to even ask her where the hell you were, made me know that you didn't defend her for real, for real. Because there's no way. There's no way. You think my husband gonna sit there and see somebody jumping me, a dude at that? Listen, I could see if his excuse was, oh, it's two girls, so I just let them fight it out, cat fight, whatever. No. When tragedy started doing whatever he was doing to Ileana, it changed the whole dynamics of everything because at that point it's 2-on-1. All right? So, mm-hmm. Yeah, because yeah, uh-huh. They had no business even in the same room. Yep, Joy. Crazy. Oh my gosh. I see you, VMC 63. I see you too, Tom. Y'all funny. But VMC 63, I get it. We know you can spell girl. Yeah. Y'all are crazy. What is everybody up to tonight? How many of y'all? 7 day y'all up in here? Why y'all so quiet? Drop down and say something. Y'all just in here hiding out. That's what's up. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me. And for that, I'm cool. Okay? You say it's a content thing? Mm-mm. This is a hot mess. But what else we need to talk about now? Yeah. Did I talk about everybody? Justin, I know you was in the chat. I was rolling. Justin, I saw you. I just didn't drop down. Vicky was definitely in the bushes being nosy, Justin. But how are you? Thank you. Thank you. Because I did not want my chat to think I'm just making this stuff up. Okay, my people know that I'm not tripping, but the people that don't know me, remember earlier I was saying, oh, how as soon as they got the money, snapped. Okay? Tone just went straight off on the people in the chat. And I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. So thank you for clearing that up, Justin. Not clearing it up, but confirming what I said. Okay. Uh huh. You said, does Ileana have any kids that are being raised by relatives? No, not that I know of. Just the only two. And I actually found out something today that I don't think I paid attention to this before. That Baby Divine actually have Ileana's birthday. She said that today. I'm quite sure she said that before, and she called him her birthday twin, but I just didn't remember. That's just not something that I, will remember. But um, yeah, she said it today that Baby Divine is her twin, birthday twin. Yeah, she seemed laid back. Yeah, just don't mess with her, and she's cool. You know what, guys? I honestly feel like if Tone just stepped up and at least get something, anything. I mean, even McDonald's is paying $15 an hour now. Okay, McDonald's. So imagine if McDonald's is paying 15 or more, and that's just not even manager, just straight up employee. Come on now, come on. Yeah, you said link, link, link. I thought I had pinned the link. Hold on, you need the link. Let me see. I know the comments saying link, but let me see something. Give me a second. Oh, I got it pinned. Oh, I see you now. I see it. But yeah, what else I'm supposed to be telling y'all guys? I think I covered everybody. I didn't see nothing from Chosen at all. And then so the other day when I came live about K3 on our last live. Oh, okay. And I'm happy you used the flip flop one because I actually changed it today. It was just something. I can't get that one perfect for some reason. And I was sitting there just playing with it today, trying to change it. But I don't know. I'm gonna leave it because I think before I couldn't see like what it really say. Oh, so I know he was saying. I know Tone was saying once he basically, how should I put it? Once they get the car fixed, then he's gonna go back doing DoorDash, right? And I'm looking like, in reality, you might as well just get you a regular job for real. I know DoorDash could be a little side hustle, but when you think of the wear and tear on your car, especially a Chrysler, that's probably gonna be a gas guzzler. Just gas alone, you know what I mean? That's silly. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose in the end. And then by the time so think about it, you gotta have gas. You gotta have well, you got your phone for GPS and all that. But what else you gonna need? Maybe like a holder that you put on your dashboard, a tripod, just simple little stuff, you know. And then here it is. You still got to think about wear and tear on your car, maintenance. What else? Then the biggest thing of all people don't even think of is the taxes. 1099. A 1099. You got to be saving your taxes for the end of the year, right? Just like YouTube. So then what's going to happen is if they don't have no money and they're not saving no money, of course, when they do, well, Ileana do her taxes since they're not married, right? When Ileana do her taxes, I'm just assuming that because she get SSI, she got to file taxes, right? So then how would that go? You understand? And then here it is when she claimed the kids and all of that stuff right off the top, just say she owed 2K in taxes, right? They're probably going to just say, okay, you were going to get 10K back. So we're just going to probably give you 8K now and deduct the money that she owe or whatever, if that makes sense, you know? But I still see where she'll get some more money back in the end, is what I'm saying. But that's not a good way to look at it. It's like, it's not beneficial to me. I don't know. He said, that's right, taxes. Yeah. So I'm sitting up there looking at it like, child. And I know you remember back when during C19 and stuff like that, it was a lot of channels on YouTube talking about DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of this stuff. You remember those channels that was popping up left and right, right? But anyway, I know those people, they was even saying, oh, if you're not making at least $2 an hour, don't take the orders that's not tipping and all that stuff. It don't even make sense. So, mm-hmm. Right, that's true too, Golden. You said DoorDash would keep him on the streets to where Ileana won't know where he is while he's in the bed. Lord have mercy with some man or woman knocking the boots. It's so crazy. Cause you see how my mind work, guys? It's like my mind was just racing yesterday, and I'm like, damn, calm down, calm down. Because I'm like, all the wild stuff that Tone was doing and all of that with his storyline or whatnot. I'm like, I would just hope that he's not over there doing nothing crazy to those babies. You know what I mean? And it's just a bad because that's your baby. And then you'd be like, Vibes, you're sick. But no, I always think outside the box when somebody just seem like they can't control themselves or whatever when it comes to that area, yeah, my mind be just thinking, and I'm like, shoot, how I know you ain't creepy like all the way around? You know what I mean? How I know that you're not gonna wake up one day and just have another split personality? And I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm just realistic, you know? So I'm like, let me know. It's just, yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, because even now when I hear about Marcus, right? When I sit there and I hear anything about him talking about, oh, I had to pick up that's just how my mind operate. I instantly just start thinking way too much when I know you have anything weird in that department going on with your name. So then when he starts saying stuff like, oh, I gotta I had to take who for SAT and his daughter, and I'm like, every time I even think about that girl being 17, I start thinking like back. I remember Yaya. It's just wild. It's just too much, and I hate to. That's why it's just best to not let me find out nothing that involves you with any kid or whatever. Because yeah, I just start looking at you all the way around like just a freaking weirdo. I'm sorry. My mind, I'm definitely gonna be thinking, especially when I know that you're addicted to sex. So Raven Queen, I'm sitting up here. I ain't seen nobody in the chat agree with me. If they did, I must have missed it. I'm like, I hope these people don't think that I'm tripping. But no, no, I'm a thinker. I think, and I'm like, I'm not accusing nobody of anything, but I'm just saying. And I don't care if he hear this and want to be mad at me. Oh, Vibes, you're crazy. You have me thinking this way now. It's not me, you. Because all along, when I see you with even your kids, I never even thought about no. You got me thinking like this because of what you did. So how can you blame me? I don't know. So he said, I don't believe he has split personality. I think he has the personalities he wants. Yeah, I mean anything, and it doesn't matter who the person is. Once I hear anything crazy, whether it was with a child, a woman, and you even have like a little stereotype going on your name, my brain go to racing, and I'm like, shoot, you know what I mean? Listen, guys, I told y'all, I tell y'all all the time, I'm so overprotective when it comes to my kids. I just don't never want to fumble, and you'll be like, girl, you're crazy. I'm not, I've never been the type of mama that was drop off, pick up type of mama. I don't care what was going on. Even if you're going to grandma's house, I know damn well my mom not gonna let nothing happen to my kids, but I'm just not one of them drop off, pick up mamas. If we're going to grandma, all of us going to grandma's house. My kids ain't really spending the night nowhere for real, because a lot of times you'll sit there and think that, we're family. I don't care. How many people are in your family that's sick that you probably don't know is sick like that? We never know. And the last thing I didn't want to happen is the same way I don't trust daycares is the same way I don't trust nobody when it comes to my kids. Nobody. And I'm talking about even even just off the straight that I don't care who you are. Even if my kids come to me tomorrow and tell me such and such did this, I'm gonna believe my baby. That's just how my mind operates. You know what I mean? I was sharing with somebody the other day how um it's so crazy because I'm happy that I came from a family that actually listened to me. Some people don't have the opportunity of listening, having a listening family. And I was sharing to a friend the other day saying like, um, it's so crazy that I have the type of grandma that actually listened to me. So here's a little story that happened like way back in the day. I don't even remember how old I was. I don't know. But remember I was telling y'all the other night when I was saying how people always just assume that, when people from a third world country you're poor or whatever. And my life was never that. My life was never that. My great grandma actually shared her story with me, that which is my mom's mom, my mom's grandmother, I'm talking about, share her story how you remember how Jamaica used to be under British colony, and we used to actually spend like British pound and whatever way back in the day. So I guess she was sharing with me that, oh girl, when I was building this house, remember I was telling y'all the other night how people think we live in shacks and all of that. And I was telling y'all, no, my grandma actually, if I go to my grandma's house right now, I told y'all I had the one bedroom that we stay, visitors stay, right? Um, and then it's a two bedroom. And then I want to say the top house is 7 bedrooms, okay? That's how my family living. And then I go to my grandma's house and they're all concrete houses. So long story short, why I brought it up, right? Because The one bedroom, nobody from America or United States or whatever was going to visit in Jamaica. So the place, the one bedroom just stayed closed pretty much. And I told y'all if somebody visit, then they turned the breaker on. I just shared this story with y'all a couple nights ago. But anyway, why I brought it up is to say way back in the day when I was little, I remember going to my grandma's house, right? And it was this dude. I just remember him. He was a tenant back then. And then here it is. It was him, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's son actually stay in the one bedroom. So yeah, they used to pay my grandma rent, all of this stuff. So anyway, I shared with my grandma that one day I actually went in the backyard, right? So I was visiting. And then would you believe that this dude was so creepy? He was so creepy. All I remember was I walked in the backyard. So basically the biggest house is at the top, right? At like the front of the yard. So then I opened the back door, went, and I know I was walking by the little 2 bedroom, that house. And then I looked to the left, y'all, because that's where the one bedroom, he was literally behind the wall, like doing his finger, like calling me. And I knew as a little kid that was so weird, right? And I'm looking like, you do a double take, like this grown man really calling me. So he was sitting there with his finger, like, come here, I got something to tell you. I didn't even go. I didn't give a damn what this dude was talking about. I instantly went in the house and I told my grandma, I said, Grandma, that dude is weird. I just went out there. He was just calling me and calling me. My grandma said, what? And my grandma don't care how much money you paying her. None of that. She don't care that you didn't even touch me. She instantly told that dude he got to get the hell up out of there. She called the police and all kind of stuff. Yeah. What that tell you? What I tell you, my grandma don't play about me. She don't even care that you didn't even lay a hand on me. The simple fact that you were being a weirdo and calling me around the corner, you got to get up out of here. Okay? And we ain't giving you no 30 days eviction, no nothing. You getting up out of here today. And then she told the lady that he stayed with because the little boy that was, there, that wasn't his son. That was that lady's son. And I want to say maybe I was like maybe 10 or maybe even younger. I don't really remember, y'all, but I know I was little, for real, for real. And then her son at the time was maybe like, uh, he was little to the point where he was in kindergarten. So kind of like just learning how to talk type of stuff. He was real little. So my grandma told his mom, like, you got to watch that dude. It's best at this point. If he'll mess with a little girl, he'll mess with a little boy. You need to watch your baby. So I don't even know when they got evicted. Did she end up breaking up with the dude or whatever? But it was crazy. Yeah. And I've never seen that dude again. You say your grandma was very wise. Yeah. Yeah. My parents they don't play by me. But everybody not fortunate enough to have a family that listen to them. What if it was a gold digger grandma that sit there and say, no, I want my rent money or whatever and be worried about money, Mm-hmm. You said Golden told a similar story about the man being weird as F. Let me see, I recall you sharing that story with me, Vibes, that old freak. Yeah. See, I ain't got to make none of this stuff. Yeah. It was very much being weird. But I'm like, shoot. Yeah. Like, what the hell you want? Why would you? First of all, just off the straight that you hiding behind the wall, something is up with that. Okay, that's creepy. You said she knew what could happen if she had let him get away with that, right? And next time it probably would have been worse. Yeah. You said shake my effing head. Yeah. And I'm talking about it's so crazy because when I think back, he was always like super, super nice and all of this stuff, right? You just have a dude and you say, oh, he just lived with his girlfriend and his girlfriend's son, and you don't think nothing of it, and you just think that. And the next thing was he used to always be cleaning up, cooking for her. You would just think he's the perfect gentleman, wolf in sheep clothing. Okay, well, I would have never thought that dude would have did nothing. And look, Mm-hmm. Yeah. The point is, I don't care. I don't care because I just always felt like, can you call my phone? I can't find and shake my head. Well, you got three phones. You better call yourself. You the one always talking about you got three phones, right? Well, you better call yourself from the other two. You are crazy. I remember that. It was something happened the other day. And I said, don't you got two phones? And you said, no. Oh, it was that day when you was on my panel. But yeah, what else we going to talk about? You said, unfortunately, some people, oh, you talking about golden. Oh, you said, unfortunately, some people never believe children when, yeah, yeah, Joy. So no, I would, and I guess, maybe you could say that's trauma too. But I had a great childhood overall, even though the dude didn't do nothing, but that's still, I don't know, you know. So maybe that's why I'm just like, I never trust nobody with my kids. Never. Not no daycare, not no nobody. Because I guess I just wouldn't be able to live with the regrets, if that makes sense. And whatever the hell I was doing, whether I was at the club, I was at work, or running the, whatever. I'll never be able to live with myself. So you said creepy ain't the word, right? Yeah. What it is. How long I been here? Damn, I've been running my mouth for an hour and 30 minutes, y'all. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. What else y'all want us to talk about? I think I covered everybody. I know the last time I was live, I told y'all I was gonna come back that night, and I didn't, or evening or whatever, I didn't. But I know we was talking about K3, and you know what's so crazy? K3 actually went back live. Remember that reaction I gave y'all? K3 actually went back live after that, like the next night, late night, and the title was, if I could remember correctly, somebody come KILL me, please, or something like that. And it was another crash out again the next night. And then um the Maya live that I said I had to review, basically that live, it wasn't really nothing. It was just her crying, talking about all the stuff that he be putting her through. And same old, how he cheated on Mother's Day last year and she could never forgive him. And she was just laying in her bed crying. And I'm like, they are toxic. They are toxic.com. Hey, Mimi, what's up? They are toxic, honey. I'm like, Lordy, Lordy. So I'm like, that wasn't even worth me sparking up a live to come back live to talk about, because I'm like, it's the same thing we tell y'all over and over. I will never understand. I will never understand how women subject themselves to abuse. And then for some reason, they expect a different result every time. No, 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 no. And I'm not sitting up here. I know it's hard to break away from whatever, but you talk to me crazy, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm gone. Okay. But I brought that up to say, like how she sit over there and just 1 minute is, oh, FK3, I hate that dude. Oh, we never gonna get back together. I'm done with him. I'm moving on. I got my place. I got 3 interviews, all of this stuff. And then out of nowhere, we back together. They kissing or all of this foolishness. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. Like how you say what? Exactly. How do you get on YouTube to do all this to be judged even more? That will never make sense to me. That will never make sense to me, guys. How do you literally open up the app, go live, tell all your business, argue and fight on the internet, and then if somebody go live and talk about it, you're a victim. Okay, so that's like me sparking up a live tomorrow. Come all on the internet, cussing out my husband, doing all of this stuff. And anybody up in here that go live and talk about me, I'ma be crashing out. Stay out my business. Why you talking about me and my husband? I'm the one gave y'all something to talk about, right? Didn't I go live? Didn't I tell y'all my business? I opened up the door to invite the internet into my business, right? That will never make sense to me. And then when you say something as the reactor, when we come live and talk about it, then we're bullying them, we're harassing them, oh, we're obsessed. No, no. You think people not going to talk about it when K3 coming live one night is, oh, if he had a pow, he's going to do what? Then the next night, literally a day apart, the next night, around the same hour, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, here he is again, going live. Somebody please come KILL me. Really? You really think nobody not going to go live and talk about that? Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Yeah, Joy. Uh-huh. Cause that's what he was saying the first night, that he didn't even the week before his son passed, he was on YouTube worrying about YouTube ish, and he ended up not going to the pool with his son. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he said. The week before, that little boy was calling saying, "Oh, Dada, can you get me pizza? Can we go to the pool? All of this stuff," and he didn't go. And then he was like, "Yeah, worrying about this YouTube ish," and I'm like, YouTube is still here. Like that is crazy. I'm talking about, that's a level of regret right there. I don't think I'd be able to get over that, y'all. Seriously. I don't think, how would anybody move on from that, to know that you was online worrying about YouTube, whether it was a reactor talking crap or it was just the stress from being on ASI, you know? The stress alone from being on ASI, that's stressful. And guys, if you don't know, it is stressful when you're new to social media and it's overwhelming. Like one day you was homeless, you're minding your business, and then the next day you're on the internet. 20,000 people done seen your video. 1,000 people done left a comment calling you a bum. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming as heck if you didn't know. Yeah. I told y'all before, when I was new to YouTube, yeah, so much stuff used to bother me because it's like, I guess as a new CC, you was trying, well, let me speak for myself. I was trying to be perfect, but then I quickly realized that nobody is perfect. And even if you go to a Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill, or whoever, Usher, whoever, back in the day, it used to show you the thumbs up and the thumbs down, right? So it was public where everybody could see, oh, you got 100 thumbs down or whatever. So I used to be like, damn, I thought I made, because remember I was doing lottery back then, right? So I was sitting there like, damn, I thought I did that so good. Or it was even a big win. I might have won $2,000 or something. And people still hated the video. And yeah, so anyway, long story short, I used to be like, what the hell I did wrong, and felt some type of way. But then I quickly realized that, hell, you could go to a Bob Marley song and look, and they have 100K thumbs down. You know, it's just social media. People, it doesn't matter how nice you think the song is, somebody else gonna think the song is trash. All right. So yeah. hmm But then, and then like all the negative comments, you like, oh, trolls and all of this. But then after a while, you just be like, child, you see that comment, you scroll right by the comment, or you know, you see it. I don't even check thumbs down no more. I don't even give a damn. So if you're one of them people that's up in here that be sitting up there thinking, oh, your girlfriend to go look, why you think I turned them off? Why you think I turned it off? Thumbs up, thumbs down. You don't see that on my channel, right? Do you ever realize that my thumbs up are hidden? My mind can't even say, oh, we have 100 thumbs up. Can we get the likes up to 125? I don't care, because I'm not going to go check how many people like it from disliked it. I'm not going to even worry about it. It's too late. There's nothing I could change. So who gives a damn? They clicked on the video, you know, so I guess I brought it up to say, after time go by, you get used to it. So then, like with K3 and them, how they're new on the scene, it is overwhelming. hmm Right. You said even thumbs down is good, though. Is exactly. That's what I don't think people be realizing. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all interaction. Even when you think you're trolling me, you're leaving a negative comment, you're helping me. Uh-huh. Sure is. You see a community post and you're sitting up there, you hit even that have a dislike button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You leave a comment thinking you're pissing somebody off. You're helping them. Uh-huh. Crazy. Oh gosh. Damn, StreamYard be draining the hell out of my battery. I'm gonna have to go get my charger, y'all. Yeah. He said, now you have me singing that song in my head, VMC 63. Yeah, but Justin, you're right. I felt so bad on the last replay. I didn't even realize that Platt came in the chat and I missed her. And I'm like, damn, how did I miss her? She had came in the chat and say, hey, and I didn't even see her. They call me love them and leave them if you couldn't treat me right. Right. Nah, it's my parents. My parents got me this way. Never to tolerate disrespect from nobody. I'm talking about my mom. If she didn't stress nothing when we was growing up, she always told me, if a man love you, he'll never hurt you. In that order, okay? If a man love you, he'll never hurt you. Remember that. All right? And I say, yeah, and don't tolerate no disrespect from nobody. And then she also said, because it don't make sense. If he's gonna sit there in the daytime cussing you out, calling you all kind of B's, all kind of HOE, all of this stuff, and then in the night talking about tapping you on your shoulder, roll over, he trying to get something. Boy, bye. You forgot how you was talking to me 3 hours ago? You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's how me and my mom used to talk, like besties. When we was little. No, so I've always had that in my head. Like you're acting crazy, I'm gone. You're talking to me crazy, I'm gone. Yeah, like even as a teenager, my parents always made sure I had my own money. So it wasn't never a thing where, oh, I'm gonna see some older guy or whatever and thinking, oh, he gonna buy me a phone and oh, it's gonna work. No, I told you I had my own car, right? I had my own car, my own money. I got my credit card, everything. My listen, I told y'all all these stories already. So no, I'm not accepting no bare minimum from nobody. Nope. And if you follow my channel and you know my story, you know that's how I am. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up at all. Treat me right or I'm gone. Yeah. So he said, use your hand, repeat. You said that was you. Okay, y'all just talking to each other. Yeah, mention negative or positive. We get spoiled around here. Yeah, Mimi. Yeah. I'm talking about she couldn't stress that enough. Nope. I'm telling you, guys, I'm so serious. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and you call me a B, technically our relationship is over. And you would say, girl, what? Over the B word? I'm dead ass serious. Don't call me out my name. When I say I get so mad, I'm not talking about from nobody on the internet talking. I'm talking about you blowing in my face at night. All right? You call me out my name, technically we're done. Even if you sit up there and you say, oh, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again, all of this stuff. I already know 99% of the damage is done. The little 1%, it might be just because off the strength of, oh, I know I love this person, right? But then you get to strike two and you even call me that again. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a total wrap. Like ain't nothing you can say to me about me. I'm gone. Period. Yeah. You said that was my mother's bottom line. Yeah. Don't talk to me crazy. I'm gone. Yeah. But I don't know what else to tell y'all guys. He said, very, very few are really sorry and will never do it again. Yeah. And it be so fast with it, like couple days too. And I'm like, this just you. Cause first of all, I told you before we got in a relationship, that is my pet peeve. Words are just words when it's random people talking. But as my partner, I'm not gonna be no B and no, I'm not gonna be none of that. And I'll be gone. So serious. And then you'll be like, oh, people, girls actually run around these days and self-identify as such. That's not me. That is not me. Hell no. All right. You said very few, but I don't know what else to tell y'all guys. I guess I'm gonna wrap it up because I got an early day tomorrow. It's almost 2 o'clock. So you said LOL in the past if I would get Joy been around. Joy, don't you know my story, honey? The disrespect, hollering and screaming. Boy, bye. Okay. Bye bye. Joy, let me stop. No. Who you talking to? Mimi girl, you know that Vibes ain't just sitting here putting on a front and talking. Who are you talking to? It ain't me. I be done ghost your ass. But anyway, y'all, have a good one and I'll see y'all later, okay? Have a productive week and protect your energy. All right. But see y'all soon.
This the castle, the vibe is royal, but don't come fake, we don't do this loyal. Share this heat if you know they need facts, then pull up in the chat where the real ones at. Chill with the queen or catch that chaos. Respect the space so the gate get locked. Is it gone, Queen? I stay calm, but I'll still check a hole. Y'all talk too much, me, I just watch. Get me receipts, then back round the block. Share what's real and what's not. If you've seen the live, you already know. Hope you enjoyed the show. We don't beg for a seat, we design the scene. Castle vibes only, level we a team. This space built calm, no clout, no rush. Just grown energy steady, no hush. We don't move like the rest, nah, this thing tight. And the vibe hit harder when the crowd polite. We laugh, we sip, we check who switched. Then bounce to the beat while we fix that glitch. Hope you could stay till the live was finished. Every day I'm about dissing and causing tension. I appreciate you all, so I bring the trending content. Shout out to my subscribers, look, present castle residents. I appreciate you all, so I bring the trending content. Shout out to my subscribers, look, present castle residents. Good night, my loves. If you rate the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. But if you really want a whole seat in a castle, join the fam tea spill first in silence. With class walk, good, steer wise, and mind how you're moving at these YouTube streets.
Hey, that was one of our castle residents just now was backstage. Why you drop down? I know we were leaving, but if you were coming up here, come back. Let me know what you hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. One of our castle resident was backstage. I won't say your name, so I won't put you on the spot. But if you want to come back, come back. Come back, girl. Come stop playing and come back. You see me in the back? I did. By the time I tried to add you, you fell off. Come back. It's okay. Come on. Come, let's see what you want, D Shields. I didn't want to put you on the spot, but now you told them. Okay. But let's see. Come back, D. I ain't gonna do you like that. Let me see what you want. And then we could go. He said all I saw was VMC 63 D Shields coming up here, hon. D Shields don't never really hit the panel, so this is interesting. You said make it a stand on. Hold on. You said make it a stand on that. You are not the one, Mimi. Oh, I thought you know what, at first when I was looking at the comment, I don't know why I thought you was talking to me at first, right? So I was sitting up there looking like I thought you was telling me to make a stand on it emoji. And I said, I never even thought about that. Like stand on it. Because I know that's a one a lot of people be saying too. Yeah. But let me see if this shit's gonna come back. Yeah. 56 of y'all still hanging out with us. Now what happened to you? Okay, here you go. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
Bob, can you hear me?
Huh?
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I'm gonna turn you up just a little bit. For some reason, you sound low to me, but I got you. Let me adjust you a little bit. Or chat. Is it just me? All
Y'all
right. Let
know
me
my
hear you now.
y'all know my voice is real soft. Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
me?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I don't like my voice. Okay, I was trying to get up there to tell y'all about the story about the perverted man about long time ago when I was a little girl. So you're 100% right about the old little dogs. I
Yeah,
can't
tell
hear
us.
you. Wait a minute. Which one? I turned my TV down, right?
Yeah, you turned the TV down, but you sound good. I had turned you up. I'm asking them now if you're too loud. You
Okay,
say you
they
have a
can hear
sweet
me.
voice.
Oh no, that voice
Yeah, I
give me
turned
an
you up
alert.
way louder than everybody else. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, they say you're
So,
perfect. No, you're not too loud. All right, so
okay.
let's go. I'm on mute. Tell us, D.
Hey y'all. Okay, so anyway, I was thinking about that because when I was a little girl on that street I told y'all we were living with stepdad, with the abusive stepdaddy. Well, I don't know if nobody ever heard of Coochie Cooch Man. I mean, this just a name for a perverted old man, which I had no idea about. So I had a best friend lived on the next street, and every day she would be skipping down the street with a little brown bag of candy, and she squeezed it hard. And I would go, oh, I can't say their names. Y'all know I be trying to tell the truth. But anyway, best friend always gave me a piece of the candy. So I wondered, how did she get candy every day? Because back then in the days, you just didn't get candy like that. You know, Christmas, Easter, birthday, stuff like that, you get special candy. So she say, oh, I got it from at the end of the street at Mr. Coochie Cooch Man house. And I say, what's Coochie Cooch Man? My little flat-chested dumb tail. I didn't know nothing about that kind of stuff. So she say, oh, all you gotta do is cut a hole in your clothes between your legs and let him touch you, and he'll give you candy. And I said, ew. And she said, what, you want a bag of candy? I say, I told her, you'll let him dig in your cootie and give me some candy. Oh my God. She's still my best friend to this day. We went back down there. He was a tall, light-skinned man with like really curly long hair. And he had a older, I don't to this day know what she was or who she was, maybe his granddaughter. But anyway, she would never come out of this room. So my best friend went in there. Hey, Mr. Coochie Coo Man, this is my best friend, Daffy. She called me Daffy. And she'll say, can you do me again and get Daffy a bag? And he just whatever, put his little fingers between her legs and got the little bag for me. And baby, that dark, I never forget the sound of the wood floors, that country screen porch. And I hurry up, went down them couple of steps and got out that yard, breathing hard. And we went on about our day. And we just didn't tell on each other back then. But I'm telling y'all, Every time she went got a bag of candy, she'd come get me and I get a bag of candy, and he touched on her. And to this day, it's just to hear all this stuff going on, that was actually, something bad. It was really something bad back then, but it's just so much and people just, oh, but I understand not trusting different people around your kids. I do think you're a little overprotective, but that's you, yo. You know what's best for your kids, but I'm a beast too because so much happened to me growing up. So I'm that way with my grandchildren. I tried to be that way with my daughters, but both of them still got tampered with by female girl cousins that I trusted dear to my heart. And it still is, no matter what, you're 100% right about family, relatives. Y'all know my story about my cousin Eddie. You remember what he did. So, and he knew me his whole life, our whole life, my mom's sister's son. And it waited till I was in bed sick and tried to, oh Jesus, long stories. I got a journal, a book. But anyway, I just had to get up here and tell
Yeah.
y'all it reminds me of my best friend when we was in elementary, and that was dead wrong, you know, and we just grew up, never talked about it again, maybe once or twice as grown-ups and grandmothers now. And I say, you my best friend, you let Mr. Cooch Cooch man play with you to give me a bag of candy. How can I not love her for the rest of my life? When you think about it, it was bad. But then how did she find out? Sitting here 56 years old, how the heck did she find out about him
Yeah.
and
And it's
who
a
else he did?
yeah, I'm sorry to hear all of that, D.
It's okay, honey. I'm so over it. It's just when you was talking about it, I just started having a little flashbacks about stuff. So much happened. And as far as I could take it is the first time I ever caught a a a whipping, the first time I ever heard curse words, the first time I ever known anything about under the clothes is when we moved in on that street with the abusive stepdad.
Yeah, it be
And
so
and
much stuff. Hmm.
it's just amazing. I'm just saying, had we not went over there, maybe I'd have been, I don't know. I don't know, but it made me strong. A lot of stuff made me strong. I don't trust too many people myself, but it's the ones right beside you. I'm telling y'all, my oldest cousin, 2020, was it 2026? Yeah, it was this year, right? When I got up there, Golden, you were when I was on, or was it 25? No, it was this year. I don't know, y'all. You remember when I went up there, I think on um um Chase Channel, and when I was telling y'all about my cousin, and I had my surgery, and I was downstairs on a bed because the nurses won't come upstairs. They rather you be downstairs. They will, but they say it's just safer to easy access. And a cousin I trust my whole entire life, my best friend, my everything. It's
Yeah,
just I can't.
I just do what works for me because I just know even as a kid, I wasn't allowed to sleep over or do none of that. My parents watched me like a hawk, you know?
Well,
So
we couldn't sleep over either. You right about that. But I paid my cousin, and she was younger, okay? And I paid her. She came down every summer because we owned businesses. I had a regular job, two daughters, and I thought I was keeping them so safe. And do you know them girls did not tell it on my cousin until they got grown? But I
And
called the meeting. I told it. I told it. I don't care I don't care how long it was. I had to let them know. I had to call the source. And
yeah,
it's always Daphne. They was kids. I don't care. My girls was babies. And then each daughter wouldn't tell because she said she would unalive them if, you know. So the other sister say, well, I'm going to just let her do me so she won't mess with my baby sister. Baby sister saying, I'm going to just lay here and let her do it so she won't mess with my big sister. And when they told me that, imagine them telling me that after I don't drink no more. And it's just so much. Wow, no matter what, it can repeat I won't call it a curse, but I'm saying it can repeat. And as much as I tried to keep them safe every summer, I paid my cousin to come and keep them. I worked. I needed her overnight. I may get home 3 a.m. That was our family club. It closed at 3 a.m. So after hours, I'm working the door collecting money. So I'm telling you, come home. They never complained. They never said nothing. Now she didn't penetrate them or anything. She was just touching and screwing, I guess. And I'm gonna tell
no,
you say things a lot. A couple of y'all said things before. People that do stuff to you, something bad happened to them. Okay, well, a lot happened to her. She had a massive heart attack, and then they calling, oh, cousin, da da da. I'm like, good. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I say that's what she get, cause she messed up my daughter. She married to a woman now. I don't hate my daughter. I love her the same, cause I didn't understand where it come from, you know. But I have to accept her. She a grown woman now, but she went through some depression because she didn't want me to know that she was like that. She thought I would hate her. I gave her the Bible. I said, read this out loud. Just so you know it's a sin, you know. And she
yeah.
said, Mama, I understand that. It's just as long as you don't hate me. I'm not worried about nobody else on this planet. I said, okay. She happy. We good. It's so much. I'll be on here 9 years telling y'all my life. I'm telling you.
I'm not
And I'm
really
telling
hearing
you,
you anymore now, D.
I said, I can be on here 9 years telling you about my life. Everybody have a story, but some of us have a billion stories. It's wild. I'm telling you. But when you said that, I took my phone off that charger, and I said I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just come on her back, hit the link. That's what I said I'm gonna do. And I said, oh, they going off. I said, wow, why you didn't see me back there? And so you said, come back. But I get it. Y'all do hide your children. I'm telling y'all, I could have been married to anybody. When I hear Vibe talk about her husband, I already know what she talking about. I have the same husband, different people. We don't know each other, but I have the perfect man. I'm the cursor. I am the one that the bossy, spar wench. That's me. I ain't scared to say it. Everybody in my family know it. he asked me when I was a little girl to marry him, and I was like, ew. Then he can't have no kids. Okay, well, I gotta have some babies. Okay, have your babies. I'll raise them. And then this is
Yeah.
what 20 plus years, and I
Hmm.
still love him to death. I can't stand him. I'm not gonna lie. He worked too much for me. He worked too much. You know, he love his work. He's so feared that he won't be able to take care of not me now, it's the grandbaby. But I
Remember, that
understand.
was the same thing I said. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
because he was a
I,
workaholic, and I got bored, and I'm like,
oh
now
yeah.
thinking back, I'm like, shoot, I should have just went and grabbed a darn book. But
Right. Well, y'all know everybody in the world, and look, he in his boom boom room, so I'm okay. You know, he got his man cave, and then he'll crawl in his shit. Sometimes he'll stay in there. If y'all see me cutting up late, he done fell asleep, and I ain't gonna go make him come. Mm-mm. I'm good, but y'all know I had my little sugar daddy. I had him for a long time, but my husband knew about him because by the time he got old and sick, I owed that man at least to come give him a bath, clean his house, feed him until he died. And I just
yeah,
felt like I had to. It wasn't no sexual things going on for at least 15 years now. He wasn't even he Trinidadian. He was never about the sex. He just told me one day the Lord is my shepherd and I see what I want. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But then he just would just bring you nice gifts and just every time he see you, just hand you money. I couldn't turn it down. Somebody talking to you all the time. Just me and hubby talk, but golly, it's
uh-huh.
crazy. It's crazy. But y'all, I'm not reading the chat because I have to keep my little voice right here on top of the speaker because I have a very soft voice. But I don't know. Vibes, you woke up something in me. And I said, oh my gosh, she's so right. You little girl, coochie man on Greenhurst. That's when we lived with the serial killer. Now, we wasn't allowed at the dead end of the street. And trust me, we got beat so bad by that man, we wasn't going on the dead end of that street. Except Friday nights when they go to the wrestling match. The whole street go, look through windows, knock over people's mailbox, rush home before they come home from the fight. But I never once, we wasn't allowed outside through the weekdays. It was homework, cleaning. We had to clean and scrub like slaves, listening to our mom get beat. And I think, I told my grandmother now when I get old, I'm going to beat my husband. He not going to beat me. And they laughed at me. I said, I'm serious and I'm going to have 3 husbands. And they told me, you can't have 3 husbands. I said, I am. But I never did. But I don't even want, if anything happened between this man, I don't want no more. I'm tired. Shit.
I know,
But
right?
you woke
But
that
then
up
it's
in
like,
me.
who
I
the hell
said,
want to start over?
nobody, it's not worth it. That, I almost said his name. Mr. Shields been good to me, okay? Very good. And the entire family.
I be looking like that's a hell of a shoe to fit. You hear me? I don't think nobody
Mm-hmm.
gonna be able to fit his shoe, so why even bother?
Man, let me tell you. p- Okay, I can go like to the stores. Nowadays, it's the younger guys. Yo, ma, you looking good, ma. What's up? I look them dead in their eyes and say, nigga, you'll never be getting my little Social Security disability and driving my brand new cars. All because I'm done fell in love with a hammer. I don't need nothing to beat me down to the bed and through the mat, however they call it. Mm-mm. Did that back in my days.
D, I
We
be
just
sitting
grew.
there like, like how I go to the store or whatever, and a dude would
Mm.
sit there and say, "Oh, I like you," or this and that. And I said, "I'm married. Don't you see my ring? I'm married." They're like, "Oh, that don't mean nothing. He
They
don't have
don't
to know." And
care.
I'm like, first of all, his kids gonna tell him, and second of all, let me ask you a question. Can you make sure I'm always good? Talking about how? What are you talking about? Can you pay all my bills? Can you just make sure every time I crank my car start, it got gas. I'm just always good. Man,
Hmm.
girl, you crazy. I don't know what you talking. You can't. So what? Why even bother?
Well,
It's a
hey,
big shoe to fit. Okay.
a huge one, and I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies, y'all, some of us the same age, but y'all younger ones, I be wanting to tell some of them like Fiesty and Polo Maya, and some of them be just so beautiful and young, dumb, and full of calm. You know what I'm saying? And then when like me, I have a saying, just to be messy. Um, hey mama, what's your name? I'll say house note, car note, insurance, light bill, water, and they get on because they're not gonna do it. But that Trinidadian said that ain't no problem. That turned my neck. I said, ugh, okay. But not stupid enough to leave what waited on me, Mm-mm. Never ever brought any trouble to this man in that I've been with now. Never ever. Never. I don't see how they get in so much trouble. I don't see how they get in so much trouble. And how can this woman, man, they had like this woman is the only thing to screw down there where they at. Feisty little tail. She beautiful. Really, she should be a model, but she never gonna get anywhere with that guy ever, ever.
Mhm. You
And
finish
I'm
telling your
just,
story? Let's get up out of here, D. I gotta
you
wake
know,
up to get these babies out of here for school.
and I do too. I gotta get that 81-year-old baby too, and my husband lunch ready. But that's why I've been slacking down because I told y'all I start lacking. I really did, trying to keep up with all this, so I kind of back up because it's not even, it's not my life. But anyway, thanks for having me up, Vibes.
Thank you for sharing
And
your story and sorry that happened again.
it's all good. It's all good. It's in the past. I talk about it. I don't let it bring me down. I just thought about Coochie Cooch Man when you said, look, that old sucker saying, come here, little girl, with his finger. Oh, I just had flashbacks of that. It made me think of that, what used to happen back then.
Hmm.
Thump, thump. I see Thump say, thank you, D. I love all of y'all. I'm so familiar with them names. I forgot to say blessings to everybody and golden. But I'm gonna let you get down. I know you have to get off and get some sleep, but y'all listen, I'm serious. When she be saying that about her husband, I really do believe it because it's true. It can happen. People do find the right man, and it be God sent. Even though we run off and do something, we got back.
Mm.
Well, I ain't never run away though, but I didn't. I ain't never run away, but I went away to go unlock other door, but never stayed.
No, I guess because I guess instead of just being with two people at the same time, I just rather no, I mean separation is okay.
Right.
It's
It
not
is.
okay, but you get what I'm saying. It's better to be separated and then you move on to another than to be cheating. That's what I know was best for me. So
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I cheated, but it's over with. It was a long time ago.
mm.
But anyway, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna
But yeah,
try to
you know
go
they
to
be
sleep.
sitting on here. They really sit on here and think that we be lying when we say stuff like that.
Oh
No,
no.
it's men
Mm-mm.
out there that do exist, and people always sum it up to when I say like how just now I say, "Oh, can you pay my bills?" Whatever. Oh, she's lazy. No, but if you're telling me that you're trying to replace somebody, you got to be able to do what this man do.
Exactly.
So
But
if you
you know,
can't pay
my
all my bills and you can't make sure my car always work and me and my kids are good, you can't replace him. So
you
make it
can't.
make sense.
You can't. So don't even waste your time. And it's crazy though, because they really, really, really I've never in my life ever took care of a guy. I don't get it. Mm-mm. I don't get it. My husband do not even let me pay bills. I have never paid these bills ever. Ever, ever, ever. When we was
Yeah.
young in apartments, yeah, I did the little. What I do, y'all, is change furniture up in the house. I'm always getting rid of some, replacing it. That's me. The inside thing, mm-mm. He's
Yeah,
not gonna
but
let me do
we have a
nothing.
traditional marriage where the men are men and we do our little girly stuff. Make sure dinner
Mhm.
done, and all of this, all that other feminine stuff. Yeah,
Yep,
we got the grass, all that stuff by cars. All I do with my car is jump in and drive.
that's
That's my
me.
job. I don't wash no car, no none of that.
Mm-mm. I'm not washing it. I tell him, and then he wants to expect me one time to go get, because we had free fill ups with. I told y'all he went got 2 new cars. I don't get into cars at all. I'm not a flashy girl. I'm a country girl. Well, we had these free fill ups, right? I gotta drive 30 minutes to get it. So on your off day, Papa, you go do it, cause I'm not doing it. I'll be darned if I'm finna drive way and get it to freaking Conroe. No, I'm not. And I'm right in Houston. I'm not doing it. I don't fool with freeways. Everybody know that. Mm-mm.
hmm I was telling Golden the other day, I said, "Shoot, this man always makes sure it don't matter what vehicle we have, I'm gonna always have the most dependable vehicle. You know what I mean? It
Yep.
doesn't matter. And then you know how you just think because a car is newer, it's more dependable. But no, the point is, he need to make sure me and the kids are always good. So
It's me and the grandkids now. It's the grandkids. And then that is, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I be jealous of them. I don't say it, but I be looking like that was me. And it's 7 of them, y'all. Oh,
yeah, 'cause who want to be at work far away, probably whole miles away? You know what I mean? And you got to worry about car breaking down, all of this drama. Nobody.
right. Well, my husband retired and started now. I tell y'all, at Harris County, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. We supposed to go in that RV and go on the road, you know, and travel. We were supposed to do that. But, grandbabies come first. We can't leave the kids. They ain't gonna know what to do. Yes, we can. Leave them. I'm talking about just me and you, not everybody. But
Hmm
That's how we get in trouble. Well, let me stop. I'm going to go and say goodnight, y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to go and say goodnight because I just had to say that. And thanks for having me up. And I'll see y'all when I see ya.
Okay.
All
Good
right, good
night.
night.
Thank you for coming up. Don't be a stranger now. You got to keep coming up and telling us some stories.
Oh, girl. Okay. When it hit me, I'll be trying to get up there to tell you, but I got it today.
Yeah.
Who is that? Good night,
All
Golden.
right.
Good night,
Good
Thump.
night,
Good night.
y'all. Have a
All
good
right,
night.
good night. And Bob, kick me off because you know I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Thank you for
All
coming.
right.
All right. D is out of here, y'all. That's our one and only D Shields. But see y'all later, guys. I'm not playing no playlist tonight. Your girl is getting the hell up off of here, okay? Oh, gosh. I got to get up. My kids can't be late for school, but see y'all later. Shout out to all our mods and everybody. Good night.
It's the castle where queens come clean. Facts get dropped and the vibes stay mean. No chaos here, just calm with a crown. Sip slow, speak truth, then shut it down. Let her press play, come correct the dome. We ain't chasing drama, we confront what won't. So like, share, sub, get in the zone. But if you fake, stay out of this throne. Y'all loud for nothing, we logging calm. Talk real life, not a circus charm. Every room got rules, this one's grown. Keep it cute or stay gone, this castle's known. Built on truth, no scripts, no flex. We peep, we speak, then leave it in text. Don't ask who said it. Check the tone, the vibe is bossed up and we stand alone. We don't yell, we shift the space. A queen don't move till it's time to face. No sneak, no fake, no lurk, no plot. Just vibe in peace or get blocked on the spot. Pull up with class, lead with facts. Drop comment sharp, never fumble with caps. This ain't just chat, this here a zone where women talk heavy but keep it grown. I stay calm but I still check a hole. Y'all talk too much, me, I just scroll. Gather up receipts, round 12 they unfold. Facts hit harder when the tea served cold. Share if it's real or tag if it's needed. Don't come for the queen if you barely completed. We casting chaos or chilling the throne. But either way, we stand on our own. Welcome to the castle, my loves. No chaos, just clean vibes, real chat and big truth. So if you're ready to subscribe, but if you're ready to ride, join the fam. Now take your seat, sip your tea, and walk wise into these YouTube streets.